Oh shit, it is hot out today. It is about 100 heat advisory going on until tomorrow afternoon. It is July 14th, I think, going close to 5 o'clock. Welcome to Rob Talk. So we have septic out here. We have septic going on out here. I think that's some tank stuff, sinkers and floaters. If you work in this toilet industry, you probably get that. That's a little clean out, so we got some underground stuff going on there. We got the pond is full. Grading has been touched up. Walk on inside here. It is all cleaned up. 2 days ago, we had electrical rough in. I did all the electrical, thank you, with help from my boy Jason Rapp from Rivercrest Electric. Shout out to him for getting me started, helped me get the main in and all that other doodad, the service line. I'll show you that in a minute, but there is a ton of wires. We've got speaker wires dangling. We got can lights, canless white lights up there. We've got Ethernet wires all over the place. We got a ton of stuff going on here, but we've got it cleaned up because tomorrow is Monday, which means installation. They've already started. If you see the pink stuff on the ground, that is the fire block. They went through and sprayed that. Now they're going to come through. They're going to do a bib system on the walls, foam up top. We're going to do some bats in some areas, and I think in the garage, I forget where, whatever. It's been a while since we looked at that bid. Service main is right here. No, right, it's here-ish or so. It drops down and goes in down there. That's my backup power, 50 amp backup generator, portable. I've got my air conditioner units here. Future pipe along with regular plumbing. Plumbing is all done. Nothing exciting going on over here. This is the master bathroom. Everything's done. Foamed up, like I said, fire block all over the place. I touch up a few things. I'll come back next weekend and spray some more. They'll spray whatever. Somebody will spray some more. But we were good with the inspector. She had nothing to say. Everything looked good. I did a kick-ass job along with some help from my boy. Those are lights up there along with speaker wire. We'll have speakers throughout the house, all controlled by one main unit. That'll be in the pantry. Basically where those wires go, I'm going to tie that into a wired system, and we'll have some music throughout the house. Some music in the garage, lights in the garage, outlets in the garage. I've got 220 over there, 30 amps for my welder / air compressor. I'll have to improvise a way for them to share. Backup generator, like I said, 50 amps. So that goes out, that runs off propane and gas. And I just take it out there here, plug it into that guy. Got a laundry exhaust steel, a 400 amp meter can, a 200 amp disconnect, 200 amp going to the house. So basically 400 comes in and it splits. 200 goes into the house, 200 goes in the house, 200 goes to a future disconnect in case I want to do a detach or something. Might as well do it right the first time. Also air conditioning units right there for my 5-ton and 2-ton, likewise ventilation and refrigerant lines. This is the garage. We've seen that. I'm gonna go back through the rest of the house. Let's go upstairs because it is stupid hot up there. This is all wired in, little dormer room, outlets, lights, whatever. Again, we're roughed in, sprayed in. I said before we're doing bibs in the wall. For those of you who don't know what bibs is, blown in blanket. Basically, the exterior wall, they'll put like this film down and they'll puncture a little hole in there and they'll put this little sprayer thing that's gonna spray in. Basically, it's blown in. Your attics are typically blown in. It'll be a similar material like that. I forget what it's technically called, but it blows in there, fills in really quick. Go to YouTube and Google blown in blanket. It's actually a pretty cool system, and it gets you a pretty good R rating. I forget what it is, but it's actually a higher R rating than open cell insulation. We will do open cell, obviously, up top because we really don't have much of a choice. So get that all done there. We could do batch or something, I get that, but those tend to sag over time, so then you get those voids. The goal is to get this house airtight, so No critters come in. We're out in the country. We don't want critters in. We got some more wiring going on here. Outlets. I mean, it's what you'd expect to see a house under construction. We've been down here 10 of the past 11 days working. It's been rough. Wiring this in. Nicole's been doing a lot of framing. I've been doing the wiring, which is more than framing. I know she hears me. She's walking somewhere around. Wiring, all of the above. Light switches. Yes, I've taken notes. Yes, I forgot half of them. This will be an unfinished attic space. This will kind of be my network. This will be my command center. I've got all my network. We're going to have hard lines throughout the house. My Skynet comes in out here, as you've probably seen before. So satellite internet comes in, goes over here to a router. I took that downstairs. They're going to spray tomorrow. That, I guess the spray foam is an exothermic reaction, so it's going to produce a lot of heat. It's going to be 100 degrees, so it is going to be boiling here. So I took some things in the basement to keep it out of harm's way, like my nice fancy internet system. And the networks. I've got coax. I've got an antenna that's going to go over here. Regular HD TV antenna, dish shape or whatever. I've got one in my current house. Works great. Just going to do the same thing here. It's going to go to the front room, the downstairs, and also I just threw one in the garage here just a minute ago because whatever. Going down to the basement. Got a lazy butt sitting here. You ever work? She says hi. That's going on the internet. Charming. Down to the basement. We stuffed everything in here. Ooh, it's cold almost. Stuffed most everything in here just to keep shit out of the way. You left the light on. Typical. But whatever, this is just a temporary storage or storm shelter, long-term gun storage, whatever. Scrap material, that's all gonna get bibs. This is gonna get bibs. I did some rough little electrical going on here. Let's not overlook this guy. So I told you it's gonna be a tight system. Houses are supposed to breathe. Ours will not breathe because we're gonna get an ERV. We have an ERV. Irv Johnson invented it in 1926. I have no idea what IRV stands for. But it pulls in air outside. Those are the insulated ones, and then it blows it. That one's going to go blow it in the basement. The other one comes over and it ties into the return. So basically it helps. The house will be sealed up, and then the air that does come in and go will be controlled. So we have a much better control of that. And that's just a little vent outside. Down here, really not much left, just scrap and ladders and miscellaneous stuff, bug spray. I have not wired in the panel, as you can see. I've got 43 breaker positions that I need for a 40 panel main. So I guess I'll probably throw a sub over here or on the side, probably, I don't know, whatever. But I got to put in a sub panel, I guess. I could do a tandem breaker setup, but I haven't even finished the basement if you didn't see, so I'm gonna need more breakers for that. So I might as well, while the panel's still cold, just throw in a sub and be done with that for another 24 positions or something. Doorbell's down there. I got my Dose ton and my Cinco ton HVAC units, dual units, go out there. Obviously the newer 90-something% have to vent out the side. What else? We'll have some fancy air scrubber system installed as well too, UV, whatever, just to get the crap out of the air, and humidifier, whole house. And that's basically it. Let's go to the backyard. I don't think there's anything fancy going on there. Just a regular backyard. We did some more grading. It looks a little nicer here. We were literally having lunch the other day, and there were some deer on the pond here grazing. So it's nice to see in the backyard every once in a while. Just wait till I get my deer feeder. They'll all have names and backstories. Up there in the hill, let's go and walk up there. I'm barefoot, so I'm probably going to step in something sharp. This is the biggest disappointment of the entire build so far. Wednesday, today's Sunday, Wednesday they were out here drilling. They drilled 100 feet to try to get us some water, and she came up dry. Going deeper wouldn't have been any better based off the strata they saw. I'm not going to get technical because that's not my forte, but basically we're no-go on well system. So I got my guy, he was here later that day, and the next day he was out here, he put pipe in the ground. So I've actually got way out here in the distance, and you can see my little spigot out there, a water line going out to just before those trees. We're working with the water people to get us to service. That'll take a few weeks, no big deal. And once we get that set up, we'll have water pulled in and we'll have our line continued all the way the right of way. Paint stakes mean that's where the propane's gonna go. Gonna put 1,000 gallons in the ground right here. They kind of fell over. That's getting buried tomorrow. Actually, I'm coming out here tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the morning. I have to be present to sign off or agree or whatever when they drop the tank in the ground. My guy's gonna be out here, dig that hole and get that ready, trench it on into the house to the propane stub, which is right here. I wanted it over here with everything else, but I don't know. When you're not here to supervise every little detail, you don't always get your way. So I've always wanted this area to be my utility area, and it is for the most part that. I'm also going to have a gas exit right here, probably a little stub that I can power my backup generator. That way if we lose power, I can hook it up to my 1,000 gallon propane and run as long as I need to. It's 50 amps, it's a 200 amp to the house, so obviously not the full service, but enough to get us by. And it'll be an interlock system so I don't backfeed the system. And that little guy's kind of cute. Got a little hand pump out there. That's where the water line is, so it comes on down. You see the fresh dirt, so it comes on down here, and that's a little front yard spigot. And that's it. Again, I'll be out here tomorrow. They'll get the propane in the ground. Installation starts the week after. Our drywall guy was supposed to start. He had a hospital issue, so he'll be the following week. So hopefully 2 weeks from tomorrow we'll start drywall, and then 2 weeks for that to take place, so about a month out before we have the house kind of cleaned up. So looking forward to all that. Wish me luck.